So Dracula 2026 is the latest interpretation of Dracula. Do I really gotta explain the story of Dracula? Well, I'm gonna do a little bit. This one follows the kind of love story within the story of Dracula. It is chronicling that and this everlasting love that goes across centuries. While you got Christoph Waltz in this, who plays not Van Helsing. They only call him the priest, but I mean he's practically Van Helsing, who's been tracking down Dracula for all these years and finally finds him and while Dracula's trying to reconnect with his long lost love. I mean, have you ever heard of this movie before? Oh yeah, it's kind of just Bram Stoker's Dracula from Francis Ford Coppola. Like that's what this movie is. That's what I thought it was with the trailer. It intrigued me, to be honest. I saw the trailer, I'm like, that guy does not look like Dracula, but I want to see how the movie plays out. And now that I've seen the movie, it's fine. It's okay. I mean, this is made from another country. This is made by a not brand name studio. So it is the definition of, hey, we have the rights to Dracula, one of the most popular horror icons. Let's might as well just make a movie about him. And the movie is fine. There is some good productions and design in this movie. Now it's not as good as Francis Ford Coppola's, which I'm going to be comparing this movie to that one a lot because this movie is so similar to that movie. But this is from the director of The Fifth Element, and he is a pretty good director. But there's a little bit of copying going on there. But the flashbacks in this are really good. I like the armor they got on going on here. I love what they do in the flashbacks before he becomes Dracula and it's just Vlad the Impaler. I really enjoyed that part of the movie, and the love story of this I like too. Now it's not as profound as other Dracula interpretations, and it's not as tragic as well. But I still really enjoyed the love aspect of this movie. It was just fun to watch. And Christoph Waltz in this movie as the priest and not Van Helsing is really, really good here. I really liked him in this movie. I thought he brought something very new to this character, which is he is obsessed with Dracula. Now, there's multiple versions of Van Helsing that are obsessed, but this guy feels very obsessed with Dracula. He feels very, he just wants to take his ass down and he wants to just get him out of here, which I liked. I love Christoph Waltz anyway, and he is the best performance in this movie. Forgot the guy that got to play Dracula. He's fine in this movie. I mean, like I said, he doesn't really look like how I would imagine Dracula to look. He looks weird. I'm sorry, I don't mean to be mean, but he looks weird. And so there's a part of me that's like, well, I kind of want Dracula to look a little weird, but there's also another part of me that wants Dracula to look like insanely handsome. And I'm comparing it to Bram Stoker's. Gary Oldman, besides whenever he was like full vampire mode, did look insanely attractive, especially in that little top hat and that goatee. So I don't know, he's fine in this movie. The comparisons to Francis Ford Coppola's film is very apparent here because they go for the love triangle angle, which that's the only real interpretation of Dracula that's gone for the love triangle angle. Not love triangle, but just for the interpretation of love throughout centuries and all this stuff. That movie is one of the only ones that's done that in the Dracula lore. The rest of them really focus more on the horror aspect. There's some horror aspect in this movie, but it's not like super apparent. This movie's silly. It's goofy in points. Like it feels weird at moments, and I kind of enjoy that part of it. There's some overacting in this movie, some underacting from certain characters. I don't know. It's a very fine movie. I mean, it's not the best movie I've seen this year. Definitely not the worst. It's just kind of okay. And as for Dracula interpretations, would I like more? Probably. But for this movie that's not being made by a major studio, doesn't star super major stars besides Christoph Waltz, I can give it a pass in that sense. So yeah, Dracula 2026. I thought it was alright. So I'm gonna give this about a 6 out of 10.